Hi there, and welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Ah, ah. Ugh. Anyway, welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. We are trying Coca-Cola's newest creation called Move. We've tried several of Coca-Cola's creations before. For those of you who have never seen this or don't quite know what I'm talking about, Coca-Cola has like a spin-off project called Creations, where they essentially try to embody the flavors of things that, well, frankly, you probably would never put in your mouth or wouldn't have the opportunity. Um, which seems like the complete opposite of something a soda company would want to do. And also, I said what I said. Yep. Anyway, so we've tried Coca-Cola Stardust, which was supposed to taste like space, but tasted kind of more like burnt marshmallow. Coca-Cola Byte, which was zero sugar only, and was supposed to taste like pixels, but tasted a little bit like off-brand grape cough syrup. Coca-Cola.Marshmello, which was actually a collaboration with the artist Marshmallow, so it didn't taste like marshmallow like Coca-Cola Stardust. It was supposed to taste like watermelon and strawberry. It was very just kind of nondescript sweet. I would guess it would say it tasted more like strawberry. And Coca-Cola Dreamworld, which was supposed to taste like your dreams, but tasted kind of like mango. There is one I haven't been able to get my hands on. It's called Coca-Cola Soul Blast. It was only released in Japan and was named after a move from a manga, and I think maybe Bleach. But I keep my eye out to see if maybe I can get that over here. But like, I'd have to purchase it. But I wouldn't bet on that happening. Things are kind of expensive to come from Japan. Sorry. Um, but this Coca-Cola creation, Move, is supposed to taste like the transformation. Um, to this end, they are actually collaborating with a Latina artist named Rosalía. Now, in a moment that I'm going to call, oh no, you're old now, which is happening a lot to me recently, I had never heard of Rosalía. So I did my research because that's what y'all expect me to do. And let's face it, I like research. And yeah, I should have known her. She is prolific. She is famous. She's internationally successful. She's got Grammys. She's got Billboard Music Awards. She's collaborated with Bad Bunny in The Weeknd. She's been on SNL. She had a hit song on TikTok. Like, long story short, the fact that I didn't know her says more about me than it does about the state of music. Sorry, y'all, I'm old. I'll be checking myself into the nursing home later this week, I guess. But boy, did I whiff on this one. So just so you know, her most recent album is Motomami. It is a real bop. Like, I very much enjoyed it. Bizcochito is catchy AF. Um, La Combi Versace is also catchy as well. I didn't understand any of the words because they're all in Spanish, but did look up the lyrics, and like Bizcochito is about Rosalia, like knowing her worth and not being somebody's baby cakes. Baby cakes was Bizcochito, right? That's what that is. Um, Introduced by Daddy Yankee. Y'all remember Daddy Yankee from Gasolina? I know you guys were around that time, and if you weren't, don't tell me because I already feel old. So like, let's not do this to me. Not today. But um, but yeah, that's a phrase in reggaeton music. I would highly recommend if you find that interesting at all to go look it up. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the album is great. I'm embarrassed I didn't know her sooner, but I know her now. Um, but why Rosalia? Why transformation? So why this? Uh, Rosalia is apparently known for like not pigeonholing herself, not staying constrained to one genre, for bouncing all around and bringing in a bunch of different stuff to make her beats and her songs and everything else. Lots of different cultures, lots of different influences. For example, she listed two of her influences as James Blunt, the "You're beautiful" guy, and Bjork. So I mean, so a wide variety, and so it makes sense to me now, knowing that context, why she would label like want to have a flavor of like transformation, right? But with that, what does transformation taste like? We're gonna find out. as you can see, I have both the sugar and zero sugar ones. So I'm going to bring up um, the labels. In this scenario, I actually think I like the sugar label better than the zero sugar. I usually like the black better than the white and stuff, but like you can see on here, you see the details. Like it's got the pink, it's got the white, but you can see the black like nice and clear. You see her signature. What I like down here, let's see if I can get that to you're doing everything reverse when you're looking at the camera. It says transformation flavored. I like that, but I like the clear. I like the art. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Aha's Take on Me, like the music video. Conversely, you see the black, and like while the black sticks out better over here, right? It is not so great here. It actually is coming out better on camera than it is when I'm looking at it. The white looks a lot clearer. Um, but the design is the same. I think the white background with the black lettering sticks out better than the black with the white. I do like too though that they had the same font. It says still transformation flavored but 0 calorie sugar soda. Um, with that, we're gonna do what we always do when we get the opportunity to try both sugar and non-sugar. We're gonna open up the sugar one first and see what that's about. Because I would like to, again, for those of you who haven't seen it or forgotten, I always like to taste the baseline, the original, before I go and do the spinoff. So with that, it smells like coconut. Actually, it smells like a pina colada, if I'm being particularly honest, or like a macaroon, not a macaron. Um, but yeah, like very pina colada esque. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, y'all, that's delicious. Like nailed it. I don't even know if that's what transformation is supposed to taste like, but what apparently it tastes like is a creamy pina colada with it's heavier than the coconut. So like if you don't like coconut, this is not the soda for you. Um what I really like is that we talk about Coca-Cola's Byte. The Byte really plays well with the coconut flavor. For, at least for the sugar one, right? We're about to try the zero sugar. We'll see if I'm just as excited. But that is really good. Like I know we joke about too mixing things with alcohol. I mean, I would mix it with an alcohol, with some sort of maybe a rum, right, to make it a little more spice, the spiced rum. But like that's good on its own. It's delicious. Like oh, I think this is the first Coca-Cola creation that I've been genuinely excited about. Wow. Um, so let's see if we can keep this high going by switching over to the zero sugar. I certainly hope so because I prefer zero sugar overall. Um, all right, here we go. Hold on. I'm actually going to come back and do the sniff test on this again. Okay, so I was a little confused because usually when we do a sugar versus a zero sugar, the smells are distinctly different. Um, just because of like the nature of what they have to do to make it zero sugar. The smells on these are actually quite similar. There's a little bit of a difference, and I think that's the zero sugar Coke smell underneath. That's the difference, not necessarily the flavoring they used. Um, but overall, very very similar smell wise. So it's looking good, guys. I think this is the first 10 out of 10 I've had for both the sugar and zero sugar ever. Like, I genuinely mean that. I know right now I sound like I'm a Coke shill, but like, genuinely, you the difference between the sugar and zero sugar really does come down to like the basis that they're built upon. You know what Coke tastes like. You know what zero sugar Coke tastes like. There's in zero sugar you get that. I'm sure it's not aspartame. I'm sure they've. But we're gonna say aspartame because that's what's coming to my mind. You do get that artificial sugar sweetness with it. But the way they've created this coconutty pina colada esque flavor, it also plays well with that. Like, if you can get past the fact that you are tasting the artificial sugar from Coke Zero, like, the world is your oyster. And maybe that's just advice for your own life. But um, yeah, uh, I would buy both. I would buy both of these. I would drink both of these. I don't quite know what else to say. I'm really just surprised, to be perfectly frank, just because we've had so many bad ones. I hate that, but like they're both really good. Again, if you do not like coconut, this is not the one for you. But if you do like coconut at all, I would highly recommend getting this. Zero sugar. I'm happy to drink both. They are both amazing. First 10 out of 10 I think we've ever had for both. Usually there's always something wrong with one or the other. Uh, Good on you, Rosalia. You schooled me in music and you schooled me in soda. Congratulations. Uh, Next week, I had to think a little bit about what to do. Not to bring the tone down a little bit. Uh, the episode will go out, as we release on Fridays, it will go out on the 17th. That's St. Patrick's Day. The 18th, for those of you who may or may not know, was my mom's birthday. So I used to joke with her that my gift to her every birthday was uh, calling her to let her know I didn't fall drunkenly into a ditch and die somewhere, which is a sentiment I'm not sure anybody else shares with their mother, but there you have it. Before she passed, I'm sure you guys are noticing that there's a certain box that is missing. I think it's time, guys. Next week, we're doing the do. And we're doing the hard do because it's St. Patrick's Day and it's time to get boozy. Um, there's 4 flavors, so yes, I'm going to try all 4. We got on here. We got the OG Mountain Dew. We got black cherry. We got watermelon, and we got Baja Blast. I am leery about these other 2 because I've had their zero sugar versions and they are not good. Um, but also, it's got alcohol in it. The cool thing about this is that when we got this, we still can't get these in Michigan. I asked my parents to go look for it for me because at the time they were only in 3 states, one of which was Tennessee. And my mom and dad loyally went out and got this for me, and I just kind of never had an opportunity to try it until now. So we're doing it for St. Patrick's Day and for my mom, which I'm sure is not what my mom intended, but we diving in. It's time. It's time to do the do hard style. All right. Until until next week, drink weird and really go out and get this. I'm shocked. See you next time.